Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Of course, back here with Tim. I know we get messages about his mustache. Yes, it's looking great today as well. You know what? We're getting a lot of questions about retail stuff. Want to give a little update, talk about where some conversations are at, recent update, dealer license things. But first things first, Tim, how are you?
I'm doing great, Jason. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Warm in Toronto. Snow's officially all melted, at least here.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
cool.
Well, winter's not over, but you know winter's not over yet. There's one more blast going to come,
Up.
right?
Knock on wood, knock
It,
on
it,
wood. But here, well, look, retail update, tons of people asking. I'll just throw it to you, let you kind of give people an update on where kind of conversations are at. Of course, people are asking, is there going to be new ones? How's current? When's the first batch? All that kind of stuff. So I'll just throw it to you, let you kind of do your thing.
okay, so I'll start with people will be able to find our product at retail in April in the Vancouver area. We'll be expanding out of Vancouver over the coming weeks and months, and we'll have announcements on that. We're in late stage discussions with a number of significant retailers that you would expect we'd be talking to. We have some retailers that, because we're a new vendor and it's a new category, they're a little reluctant to give us a final yes until they see the physical product. So in order to expedite that decision making, we had a small batch of each of the SKUs prepared so that we can bring physical samples to them in the next week or so. And we're hoping that that will allow us to make some announcements on some additional retail distribution before the end of this month.
Wow. Okay, that's a pretty awesome update. So we already have a little, smaller batch, so you can show to retailers. Hopefully, bring on some new ones. Well, fantastic. Anything else retailer wise you wanted to give an update on?
No, other than as we've said before, we continue to look for opportunities to add other brands or other IP so we can expand our portfolio or expand our footprint quicker. And there's been a number of opportunities brought before us, and I'm hoping that where one of those comes through, that we're able to reach a deal and have some news to announce. But at this point, no news other than we continue to look.
Getting some questions about a dealer license, and I was curious if you could even take a half step back and maybe tell people what a dealer license is first, and then kind of give the update on the license.
Sure. So we have one license, which is called a Section 56 exemption, which allows us to work with psilocybin in the lab, but not to sell it. So we're using that license to do the foundation work on safety and quality to build our SOPs for our facility that will be making the psilocybin products, growing mushrooms and doing the extraction. So that license is in place and that work is taking place. In parallel to that, we've applied for what's known as a dealer's license. The dealer's license is required to sell the products to anyone else. So with our Section 56 license, the only way that product can leave the facility is through the incinerator in the corner. So that's the reality. That's the only way we can do it. With a dealer's license, we'll be able to sell restricted compounds to other entities, research facilities, manufacturers, formulators, whatever, universities that have a Health Canada dealer's license as well. So that transaction can only take place between two entities that hold that license. And the application process typically takes 270 days. Health Canada has had some stress in the last year. So we're not sure exactly how that will play out. The two competing forces is COVID on one hand has been consuming resources at Health Canada. Cannabis has had less activity, freeing up some resources at Health Canada. So the net on that is not clear. We're in regular dialogue with Health Canada. They ask questions, we answer the questions, and it's an iterative process as we go through that. It's tied to the facility that we're building. You can't get the license until your facility has met the standards, a lot of which are focused on security, to make sure that the restricted compound is not going to be at risk of being diverted outside of the legal channel. And then the other big piece of it is your standard operating procedures around control and custody of the compounds. And then the final piece of it is around GMP standards for the quality, safety, cleanliness, and integrity of the product.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hey, that's a Pretty fantastic answer. Kind of gave everybody the different angles of the license. So fantastic. Hopefully we hear an update soon. I guess again, knock on wood. Awesome. But I appreciate the update. I know we were getting a ton of questions, and I know we were seeing questions in the Telegram, which I invite people to join. Tim, anything else you guys may have, or yourself was getting questions you wanted to throw into this video?
No, I mean it's a very active time for us because it's a new industry where a lot of things are happening quickly. We're constantly looking at opportunities to accelerate and amplify our business strategy, and on both the Havn retail side and the Havn lab side. And what I'm hoping is that we have some news for you soon. I know that my team has got a lot of activity underway, and some of those things will cross the finish line to the point where we'll have something to announce, and we'll do that then. And I look forward to talking to you when we have that news.
Well, awesome. Well, hey, hopefully sooner rather than later. But Tim, I appreciate it as always. You joining. I invite anyone who made it this far. If you've got questions, you want to see it in another video, make sure you drop them below or join the Telegram or any other channel. And we'll definitely get it in a future video. But Tim, thanks so much.
Jason, thank you. Have a great afternoon. Take care.